Dear students, today we are going to discuss cycle view of supply chain process as well as push-pull view of supply chain process and key issues in supply chain management. This is lecture 3 of supply chain and logistics management, that is KMB OM 01, and this is Alok Singh, assistant professor in IT and operations area management, and from Ajay Kumar Garg Institute of Management. So, I am going to present about the cyclic view of supply chain management first. So, what is the cyclic view of supply chain management? So, supply chain is basically the sequence of processes and flows that takes place within and between the different stages and combined to fulfill a customer need for a product. So, basically supply chain is a chain from end supplier to end customer. Okay. So, it is if you see the linkage in between the supply chain, that is first part is that supplier, after that customer, supplier, then manufacturer, then distributor, then retailer, and then customer. Another part is the process in a supply chain are divided into series of cycles, each performed at the interface between the two successive stages of the supply chain. So, in between you may see the that cycle view in between, like from supplier to manufacturer there is a cycle, another cycle is in between manufacturer to distributor, another cycle is in between distributor to retailer, and another cycle is in between retailer to customer. Cycle view of supply chain is useful in making operational decisions as role of each member of supply chain is clearly defined. Okay. So, the role and responsibility of each member of or each element of supply chain is clearly defined through this cycle view. Okay. So, come to the next slide. Here it is, cycle view of supply chain. So, you can see here, like just a minute, I am selecting the. So, see here, procurement cycle in between this supplier and manufacturer. Okay. So, that is procurement cycle. Another important cycle is in between manufacturer and distributor or retailer, and another important cycle is in between this retailer as well as customer. So, first cycle is in between customer and retailer. So, that is known as customer order cycle. Another cycle is in between this customer and distributor, that is distributor or retailer, that is known as replenishment cycle. Another cycle is in between manufacturer and distributor or retailer, that is known as manufacturing cycle, and another cycle is in between supplier and manufacturer, that is known as procurement cycle. So, here you may see the processes of various cycles. So, first is customer order cycle. Customer order cycle consists of consisting the 4 sub processes. Okay. First, customer will arrive to the retailer and tell about the order, and then customer order entry, retailer will enter the order in ERP automated system or just or in simple pen or paper. So, this is the customer order entry. Next is customer order fulfillment. So, after that means noting the order, if he or she will have the product or service, then it will deliver to the customer, otherwise he or she will order to the distributor through manufacturer and supplier. Okay. And another important aspect is customer order receiving. Okay. Receiving means that transaction takes place, means you will receive the goods or service, and in response to that you will get that money, okay, cash part. Okay. So, that is customer order receiving part. Another important aspect is this replenishment process. So, replenishment process comes in between this replenishment cycle. And what is replenishment? Replenishment is basically the fulfillment part. Okay. Fulfillment of what? The customer's demand. Okay. So, here it is, first retailer order triggered. What is this trigger? Trigger is basically the customer ask for the order. Okay. Customer ask retailer for the order of any product or service that he or she wants to get it. Okay. Another sub process is retail order entry. Next process or sub process is retail order fulfillment, and another important aspect is retail order receiving. Okay. So, these are the 4 processes that comes under the category of replenishment process. Okay. Next is manufacturing process. So, manufacturing process is also an important aspect while you considering this manufacturing cycle. Okay. And in manufacturing process, the first sub process is order arrival from retailer to that manufacturer. Okay. And while you get the order, you will try to anticipate it or try to fulfill it by using this production scheduling. Okay. And another important aspect or another activity that you will perform is manufacturing or shipping. Okay. Means you will manufacture the product, means convert the product from raw material, or you will get that multiple raw material and combine it through your assembly line. Like in assembling process, what you are doing, like a car is manufactured more than 30,000 components. Okay. And like that other assembled products are that laptop, computer, etc. So, these all come under this category, means that is assembling part. Okay. So, manufacturing or shipping is another important domain in this area. Okay. And last is receiving part, receiving from receiving raw material from that supplier. Okay. And the last cycle is procurement cycle. Procurement cycle consists of these 4 sub processes, that is procurement process. What is procurement? Procurement is a different aspect rather than that purchasing part. Okay. Procurement is basically strategic purchasing, planned purchasing is known as procurement. Okay. So, procurement process consists of these 4 sub processes. First is component order arrival, means manufacturer will order the components of that product, means like car is made up of more than 30,000 components. So, that means a car company will order all these 30,000 components to the supplier. Okay. So, component order arrival. Another aspect is production scheduling, means plan the activities. If you are manufacturing in plant, means if you are manufacturing the raw material, then you will create this production scheduling. Okay. Another aspect is manufacturing or shipping. Shipping means if you want to buy some further raw material from your supplier also, then you may get it, like tire is made up of rubber, steel, etc. Okay. So, for making the tire, that is a raw material for car. Okay. For making the tire, you will get that rubber and steel and other part from another suppliers. Okay. So, that is manufacturing or shipping. Okay. This is the third step, and last step is receiving the that raw material from the other suppliers, means supplier basically. Okay. So, this is all about the cyclic view of supply chain. So, this is built in between the domain, means components of that supply chain, means in between this manufacturer, this is supplier, and then manufacturer, then distributor or retailer, and then customer. Okay. So, in between supplier and manufacturer there is a procurement cycle, in between manufacturer and distributor there is manufacturing cycle, in between distributor and retailer there is replenishment cycle, and in customer part there is customer order cycle. Okay. Another aspect is of supply chain is push or pull view of supply chain. This is also important domain. You have seen those 4 cycle view: procurement, manufacturing and replenishment. Okay. So, all these comes in the category of push process. Push is what you will create the product or service before the customer order arrives. Okay. Like crackers. Okay. Crackers or Rakhi in Raksha Bandhan, these all means generally the supplier created the material and put it into the market in before the customer order arrives. Okay. So, this is the push type of process. Okay. So, it consists of procurement process, it consists of manufacturing process, and it consists of replenishment cycle before the customer order arrives. So, this is known as push type of processes. Okay, yeah, push view of supply chain. Another process of supply chain is pull process. What is pull process? Means you will create the product until or unless customer order arrives. Okay, like you will make the transformer. Okay, transformer like UPPCL is ordering 350 kVA or 400 kVA transformer to Arriva or BHEL company. So, while UPPCL will order the product, then only he or she will receive the product. Okay. Okay. So, this is the push and pull view of supply chain. Okay. So, push is means customer order arrives. Before that, all the processes are done, like procurement will be done, manufacturing will be done, replenishment will be done, and while doing the pull process, the customer order means while the pull process, the customer order, after arriving the customer order, you will get all the things done. Okay. So, this is the push and pull view of supply chain. Okay. So, another important aspect of this supply chain is means key issues in supply chain is globalization. So, many more factors are contributing in supply chain nowadays. Okay. So, first factor is that supply chain management factor that contribute in the supply chain management is globalization. Okay. So, globalization presents several critical supply chain management challenges to enterprises and organizations. Okay. Nowadays liberalization has happened in late 90s or early 90s to in that era, means decade of 90s. Okay. And after that you have seen you have noticed that there is a lot many change in the doing business, like local to national focus and then global focus, transnational focus. Like Amul company has operated its business from Gujarat, and after that it has expanded it to the country, and after that now this company is expanding its business to more than 40 countries. Okay. So, this is a step towards the globalization nowadays. Okay. Many more global companies are also there, like Britannia and that Hindustan SCL and other companies are also there, Infosys, TCS, Tata. Okay. So, these all companies comes under the category of globalization. So, globalization presents several critical supply chain management challenges to the enterprise and the organization. So, first is to reduce the cost across the supply chain. Enterprises are moving manufacturing operations to countries which offer lower labor cost. So, why means what are the key issues, like first is this lower the labor cost. Why companies are focusing to establish their plants in India, China and other countries? Why? Because this factor, lower the labor cost. Another important aspect while considering the globalization is lower the tax and the lower the cost of transport. Basically, logistics is much more important part to cater the supply chain part. Today you can get raw material from many more countries, like you may see the supply chain of Boeing. Okay. Boeing generally offers the fighter plane to the countries. Okay. And it collects the raw material from various countries, and after that assemble it and make it to the fighter plane and provide it to the country that have ordered. Okay. So, this is the lower the cost of transport. Okay. Many more companies are also there that are good logistic service providers, like FedEx, and other companies are also there. FedEx is the premium one, that is the number one company in the world. Okay. That deliver your product within 24 hours from one part of globe to the another part of globe. Okay. For the raw materials, for some companies outsourcing production involves not only a single country, but several countries for different parts of their product, like Toyota supply chain, General Electric supply chain, Maruti supply chain comes under this category. Okay. So many more countries are nowadays ordering their products or raw material from various countries, after that assemble it and provide it to the customer directly. Okay, like you may take here the example of Dell company. Okay. So moving towards this globalization part, another important aspect is, as companies expand sales into the global market, localization of existing products require a significant change in the supply chain as companies adopt their product to different cultures and preferences. So nowadays a major challenge of for the companies is to make your product of the international quality, so that you can sell it anywhere. Okay, through the e-commerce. E-commerce is also a supporting enabler in supply chain that have facilitated a lot many to the companies, means to the supply chain, that linkage. Okay. So second is, the as companies expand sales into the global market, localization of existing product requires a significant change in the supply chain as companies adopt their products to different culture and preferences. Okay. I am giving here the example of like that beef burger. McDonald is offering beef burger in other countries, but in India it is only offering that aloo tikki burger or mac egg or mac chicken, है ना, in place of that beef burger. Okay. So that is means saying here कि you need to focus on that localization part, means what the locals prefer. Okay, what that community prefer, what that society prefer. Okay. So you need to create that product for the local means the need of that local people. Okay. Next is, there is an inherent risk of losing control, visibility and proper management over the inventory, especially if the enterprise applications are not integrated. So there are many more challenges are also there, like managing this part. Managing inventory is much more critical in this scenario, means while managing this globalization part. Okay. So especially if the enterprise applications are not integrated, this requires managing diverse structure of the data across geographics effectively. Okay. So this is the key issue in supply chain management. While dealing with the supply chain, you need to focus on the globalization, means you need to create your organization from local level to national level to transnational level, and transnational level to global level. Okay. Next issue, that the next important issue in supply chain is fast changing market, means market dynamics is also an important aspect while dealing with supply chain. Okay. So first is, products have shorter life cycle due to rapidly changing market demands. Nowadays, like in the case of cell phone market, you may see there no one is the number one continuously. Okay. Like earlier Nokia was the leader, after that Samsung, after that you have seen that Micromax and Mi and Realme and Oppo, Vivo. Okay, lot many players are there, and cutthroat competition means red ocean strategy is there. So the first the products have shorter life cycle due to rapidly changing market demands. Okay. So basically there is a huge change in market demands, means within a year or within 2 years the complete means technology or the feature part have been changed. Okay. So you need to focus on the shorter life cycle. Shorter life cycle means you need to create the product as fast as possible, means development time should be as less as possible. Okay. Enterprises are under pressure to keep up with the latest trend and innovate by introducing new products while keeping their total manufacturing cost low, because they understand that trend will not last for the long time. So basically, while devising that new product, you need to cater this points that the development time should be as less as possible, because customer is no longer to take wait for that product. Okay. Earlier for a product you have ordered for a product, like earlier for buying a scooter or for buying a radio, you need to wait for 2-3 months, but nowadays nobody is ready to wait for the product. Okay. So you need to develop it as fast as possible and make it for the shorter life cycle. Okay. And you need to continuously research and development to update your product to get the sustainability part. Okay. Next is, this also demands a flexible supply chain that can be utilized for manufacturing other products and for the future products. So, you need to focus on that flexibility part. Here I am giving the example of Asian Paint. Okay. Earlier they were giving that means the colored paint to the shop, and nowadays they are giving the mixer in the that retail shop. So, you may get your desired color in from the shop. Okay. Instantly, means within 10 minutes you can get those products. Okay. So, this is another important aspects while dealing with supply chain, means you need to focus on the need of fast changing markets, means the market dynamics. You need to develop your product as fast as possible, and you need to consider the market dynamics. Okay. And you need to continuously innovate for that. Okay. Next, second issue, aside from the new products, companies also need to constantly update products features. So, basically not only the changing the products, means you need to update continuously. Okay. Amul company was operated with that fluid milk more than 5 decade. Okay. And after that, in 2010 this company launched more than 50 products. Okay. And nowadays in 2020 Amul company is offering more than 250 products. Okay. So, means continuously they are increasing the features. Okay. They are offering you the haldi milk and ginger milk, and other milk flavors are also there, and even they are also providing various milk products like Amul cheese, and there are multiple products are there, means more than 250 products they are offering. Okay. So, they have updated their features continuously. Okay. Enhancing the product features requires enterprise to design their supply chain to accommodate product change. So, nowadays you need to enhance or improve your product features. Okay. So, that you can you do not need to redesign your supply chain, but you need to update it continuously. Okay. So, accommodate the product change. Is it clear? So, this is the fast changing market, means you need to focus on the dynamics of market while creating the product or service. So, this is also another important aspect in supply chain management. Okay. Next is, this key issue in supply chain is quality and compliance. Quality is also an important aspect. What is quality? Quality is customers' perception about the product, means how customer perceive about the product. Okay. If you have a certain amount in your budget, like you want to buy a phone. Okay. So, what you consider? You consider first your budget. Okay. What is your budget, and after that you will search for the, means filter the those factors which you want most, like selfie camera would be there, and back camera would be of higher specification, and RAM should be much more larger. Okay. So, all these factors you would consider. So, what is that? These are your quality parameter, and quality parameters are designed by the customer only. Okay. So, product quality often goes hand in hand with the compliance. Okay. And enterprise need to ensure that they meet local and international regulatory standards. Okay. Like while you dealing with the restaurant, okay, you generally focus on that FSSAI standard, or while you dealing with that electronic or electrical appliances, you are taking care of that ISI part, ISI marka, safety marka should be there. Okay. So, means you need to focus on compliance part also, means whether we as a company are performing any compliance or a standard or not. Okay. So, this is also an important aspect while designing your supply chain management. Okay. So, this enterprise need to ensure that they meet the local and international regulatory standards in the manufacturing, packaging, handling, shipping of their products. Okay. So, in all the aspects you need to follow the standards, okay, or the control mechanism that government a certain states or a certain countries government has decided for you. Okay. Aside from passing quality control and safety test, Enterprises are also required to prepare compliance documents such as permits, licenses and certifications, which can overwhelm them and their supply chain management systems. Okay. So, you need to prepare like you should have the permit, license to sell, and some certifications are also there for this compliance part. Okay. So, major concern is while dealing with supply chain is to focus on that quality and compliance part. Okay. Another aspect is emerging capabilities like IoT, smart packaging and blockchain are changing how compliance is enforced and measures. Okay. Nowadays a lot many technologies are there, like machine learning is there, artificial intelligence is there, deep learning is there, IoT, internet of things is there, smart packaging is there, okay, blockchain technology is there. So, all these technology focus towards increasing the quality of supply chain, okay, increasing the compliance part, increasing the standard part of that supply chain. Okay. So, how the compliance is enforced and measured. So, these emerging capabilities work for to enforce and to measure the standard to follow and the quality part. Okay. So, managers should carefully consider where these investment make sense and asking it if the business is utilizing platform based on the microservice and the big data to support these heavy data lifting requirement. Okay. So, basically nowadays the recent technology is also working for you, like in case of e-commerce you may see that the lengthy supply chain have been reduced nowadays. Okay. They work as drop shipper, like you may take here the example of Ola and Uber. So, Ola and Uber provides an option to directly get the customer for that driver, okay, that is operating a cab. Okay. So, this is what this is the part of this is the part basically. Okay. So, that deal with means IT is a enabler that works to manage the supply chain, to manage the part of quality and to manage the part of compliance. Okay. So, this is I think all about this topic. So, basically to summarize it, first I have defined about the cyclic view of supply chain. So, in cyclic view you may see that there is a linkage in between the supply chain domains, like first is supplier. So, supplier to manufacturer, there is that procurement cycle, and then for manufacturer to retailer or distributor there is manufacturing cycle, and distributor to customer there is replenishment cycle, and after that in customer part there is customer order cycle lies. Okay. Another important aspect that we have discussed is push and pull view of supply chain management. So, push view is means customer order will start just after that, before getting the customer order you will prepare the thing, okay, and you are ready to deliver instantly. Okay. And in pull process you need to create your product while the customer while you will get the customer order, like in case of manufacturing of transformer, shape or any building etc. comes under this category. Okay. And another aspects that we have discussed is that what are the key issues in supply chain management, like we have discussed about globalization, we have discussed about the changing market scenario, and we have discussed about this quality and compliance part. Okay. So, this is all about the supply chain part. Okay. So, thank you. If you have any doubt or query you may ask. Thank you.